yet. Is it live? Doesn't say yet. Yeah, it's live. Okay. This is the second awareness video that I'm making. Again, I don't expect any viewers while I'm talking because it is a short live video. Again, in the description, it says not to be rude about this. Today, hey, period. I'm Ace Arrow. But today I'm going to be talking about homeless people, actually. So it's not about LGBTQ. Yes, queen. Today I'm going to be talking about homeless people and how they get a lot of sympathy, but at the same time, it's okay. I don't know how to phrase this without sounding like an arsehole. So, homeless people are homeless. Wow. So there's mainly two ways why somebody would be homeless, and it's very upsetting, very sad ways. It's either because they are addicted to drugs, and this would be they're giving the option to be in a home to be safe, but they refuse because they would rather follow their own rules and do nicotine or I don't know any drugs, fentanyl or all of those instead of actually being safe. They would rather do that. And then the second reason is that because of their mental illness, and they basically they can't do jobs because of their mental illness. So they can't earn the money to keep them in a house because nobody is able to keep them in their business for that. Okay, number one, drugs. There's a bunch of drugs out there. There's nicotine, fentanyl, crack. I don't know if that's the same or not. Cigarettes, vapes, and so much more. But people who are homeless, they choose that instead of getting help they need or doctors that they need, they decide. I should have turned on live chat for when people are watching this when it's not alive, so they could see your chats. Okay. So they would rather homeless people would rather go to drugs than actually get the help that they need. And I don't know how to phrase this. Okay, on to the second one. So mental illness is another cause for homelessness because I'm gonna make a truly hypothetical freaking example. They were raised in an abusive household, right? They imagine this abusive household is beating, punching, all of that stuff. And one time, the abusive guardian would hit their head too hard. That would cause like a hurt brain and make you see things differently. Like if someone falls and now they're able to do math exceptionally, but it changes the way you think into I'm really bad at phrasing things. Okay. into something where you think one thing is good. And they aren't able to keep doing a job if they are hired. They aren't able to keep doing it because they don't have the same brains as somebody else to do that job. So if there's a cashier with no mental illness and they are typing things on the computer, this is someone typing, and then someone with a mental illness is typing, they're like, that's obviously a different way to think, and it's not obviously a different way to think. I sometimes type like that because my fingers hurt a lot. But they think differently for different parts. And there was someone in charge once. I think his initials were RR. I can't remember his name. But he made it so that people who decide not to get help don't have to get help. And this is personally my opinion. I don't agree with that at all. That's really stupid. Because if you are unable to make the choice for yourself to get help, then you should have to get help. Because if you want to get help, if you want to go finish with drugs, if you want all of that, if you want freedom from what you have been doing, but your mouth won't let you do it, you're saying, no, I don't want this, but you want it actually, then where's the help in that? Because this one person decided, you know what? People should be able to speak for themselves, Instead of, if you are put in one situation, you are like Papa! Okay, if you are put in one situation where you're stuck and you can't find help, how are you supposed to get help, Okay. Moving on. I had something I wanted to say. Person in charge. Let's continue with that. This video might be banned, so people who are on here, y'all might be seeing this for the last time, because I'm going to be talking about our president, Donald Trump. I believe that Donald Trump is not a good person at all. I'm not right side or left side, conservative or Republican or whatever they're called. I don't understand that enough to choose a side. I love you, my ass crochet. But I do not like him because he has done things that aren't excusable, and people follow him even. Sorry. People follow him even though he makes jokes of them. So it's kind of like this. If you tell somebody that, okay, pretend you're in school. You know something, but you've known for too long. So if you tell somebody, you're going to get detention. But if you don't tell somebody, then you're going to keep getting bullied by people that are older than you. This is just a make-believe situation, okay? But it's a lose-lose situation, basically, because, sorry, this chair's so uncomfortable. You're getting detention or you're getting bullied. You'd think that the detention is better, but it's with your least favorite teacher of all time. Oh no! So, sorry, chair. Oh, there's 3 people watching now. Okay. So, yeah, Mrs. Reynolds is the detention teacher, and she's a very mean person. She uses a ruler and smacks the tips of your fingers. Or you don't tell anybody, and you're getting bullied by this big, muscly guy that's never wearing a shirt. And has tattoos over his everywhere. That's basically the simplified version of it. Because Donald Trump makes a joke of the people that follow him. Like, I don't know any examples, but I know it's happened before. I remember it's happened. I can't remember what he said. But he makes a joke of the people that follow him. And then, okay. and then he also puts down the people that don't follow him. So it's a lose-lose situation in following Donald Trump. And at this point, I wish we could bring back George Washington from the grave, but we can't. But people, okay. But I don't know how to talk anymore. Clock. So, back to where we were with homeless people. People with mental illness. Back then, like way long time ago, people with mental illness were taken in to a hospital, and people thought that they could cure their mental illness by doing horrid things to them. Like, okay, one of them is electrocuting. So they'd tie the person down to the chair and electrocute them until their brain is working. But that would turn them like into something that is like dead to the world, like a zombie. Another way that they made them zombies to get their brains to be functional is taking out a piece of their brain, like clock it. But they take out a piece of their brain, like somewhere. I don't know where. I'm not a doctor. But that piece of the brain would be able to tell you if they would be ill. It's like the affected part of the brain. And there's a lot of people in my house right now. But electrocution and taking out pieces of brains were 2 main ways that they solved that. I don't know what else to like add to this. So oh, I only have like wait. I only have 7 people in my house. I don't live with a lot of people. Oh. Um, back to our conversation. I think, is there anything that you guys want me to talk about, like being aware about? Because I can talk about something that you guys want me to. Do you want me to talk about gay rights? Or is that just an amazing flag of rainbow? Okay. Okay. So, I need to do some research. Okay. I got you. Why are they so loud? Sorry. You love to see it, Queen. So, okay. There are healthcare restrictions for healthcare restrictions because they're restricting access to gender affirming healthcare for particularly minors, with some attempts to ban it from adults. There's public accommodations in schools about legislation being introduced to restrict student and educator rights for which transgender individuals can use. This is mainly just about LGBTQ plus as a whole. Okay. 70% of Americans support gay rights. I'm saying Americans because I'm from America. Many LGBTQ plus have been protected, but not all. I don't know how to get all this in like 20 minutes, 20 seconds. Okay. What's a question I should ask about? Is there a specific thing you'd like me to talk about? Because in my last video, I talked about trans people. And I got a super long comment too. Please tell me that's a Stranger Things reference. Hell yeah! Okay, but is there something specific that you'd like to hear about for gay rights? Yeah. There was this article that I saw. I know. It's because of. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hi. Oh, I know you. I know, I think, 2 of you watching this video. Okay. 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 Where is it? Where did it go? I lost it. Okay, I found it. So now I have to search up. What are I know. We changed my name differently. Okay. I have to read through paragraphs. This is why I'm failing you in English. Oh my god. Okay, guys, we don't have to remember my old name. But anyways, healthcare restrictions on LGBTQ plus. So, Section 1557 of ACA, it prohibits discrimination in health programs receiving federal funds based on sexual orientation and gender identity, meaning providers can't deny basic care or treat you differently due to being LGBTQ plus or living with HIV. So, I think that's a good one. Is it? Yeah. Health insurance marketplaces insurers can't deny coverage or charge more for pre-existing conditions, including HIV or gender identity-related needs. Some restrictions are that states have passed laws restricting or banning gender-affirming care for transgender youth, with legal challenges ongoing. Hey, Queen. Common discrimination is refusal of care, inconsistent treatment, and denial of services. Did they just rephrase it twice? Oh, cute. Refusal of care and denial of services. I think Google rephrased it. Refusal of care is that providers generally cannot refuse basic care due to your LGBTQ status, even citing religious beliefs. Period. Inconsistent treatment. You should not be treated inconsistently with your gender idea, although others are. And denial of services. Blanket denials of services to LGBTQ plus individuals are prohibited. Okay. Bye. Ba bum bum. Ba da bum. But what's going wrong? Okay. How do you spell discrimination? Oh. Okay, I got the question. Okay, so discrimination in gay healthcare includes providers refusing care, using harsh language, blaming patients for health issues. Do you want to be a moderator? I got you. Yeah. Period. Alright, so refusing care, using harsh language, blaming patients for health issues like HIV or AIDS, ignoring partners, and failing to recognize same-sex families. This leads to delayed care, fear, and significant barriers especially for trans individuals, people of color, or those with intersecting identities, which with causes rooted in lack of provider training, stigma, and institutional bias. Aww. Okay. So, refusal of care, doctors or staff refusing to see patients or provide specific services like gender affirming care due to sexual orientation or gender identity or religious objections. Religious objections, it's for the doctor. So, like, the doctor would be a type of religion that is against gay people, which is stupid. Um, Sexual orientation or gender identity, it's you are what you are. Woman, woman, not man, not either. Both. Um, Stupid, but continuing on. Verbal and emotional abuse, using harsh or abusive language, making offensive assumptions, blaming patients for their health conditions like HIV, or acting afraid of them. Period. I identify as a human. So this is doctors using not nice words to people who are in need, but it is that. And it's. I don't. Okay. Doctors aren't supposed to do that, and usually doctors are pretty nice. Hey. Um, I don't know how to explain this properly because I'm not like a good talker like therapists are. Okay, but they're just not supposed to do that in general. Usually, if there's a nurse in the room, they wouldn't do it at all because they're actually trying to teach the nurse to be a better person. But if they are alone and just rude, you could tell somebody who's in charge, like the person at the front desk of wherever you're going, if they act afraid of you, I mean, let them be afraid of you. It's like, okay, okay. So, my kind of life that I live is don't care. Okay. Don't care about what people say about you. And that is the hardest thing to do. Like, not the hardest thing to do, but it's really difficult. So, what I do is I try to shape what somebody says and make it into a compliment. So, let's say, hey, oh my God, why are you wearing that? Oh, okay, queen. Anyways, basically, you don't care if they're giving you stupid, mean things. If they're telling you mean things, ignore them. What I usually do instead of ignoring him, I take what they say and turn it into a compliment. So if someone says, ew, what are you wearing today? I don't like it. They say, period. They're actually saying, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? I love it. And they're just jealous that they didn't get it as well. So you just try to shape it into a compliment. oh my god, you're gay. Oh my god, you're gay. So it's like phrasing and different types of things where you can change what they say into a compliment. All right, next thing. Lack of recognition or inclusion, providers ignoring or refusing to acknowledge same sex spouses or partners, denying hospital visitation rights, or using forms that don't include non binary or same sex relationships. Okay. Yes, you are gay. Queen. Okay, this is. I am speaking like a child right now because I can. Um, if there's a form and it has, what is your gender, female or male? You can add another box and saying, I don't like to say, I don't wish to say, I'm actually a different pronoun than that. Anything you want, just add another box because you can. You got free rights. And then write down cat. If they refuse to acknowledge same sex spouses or partners, then try to switch to a different doctor, I guess. Because if somebody won't treat you because of that or won't acknowledge that, they aren't good for you. I don't know what else to say about that. Denying hospital visitation rights. That's stupid. Go to another hospital. Physical mistreatment, unwanted touching, or excessive precautions, like refusing to touch. So if it's unwanted touching, kick them. If they have balls, kick their balls. If they have boobs, punch their boobs. If they touch you somewhere that you don't want to be touched, you touch them somewhere they don't want to be touched, but aggressively. That sounds really bad when I say it. Yeah, in the face. Just make sure that they aren't touching you inappropriately. If they are refusing to treat you in your, like, anywhere, I'm not going to, you know what? If they refuse to treat your penis or your vagina or your balls or your boobs or your anything, then try to get another doctor because they are refusing to treat you and they don't deserve to have you as their patient. All right. Systemic barriers. Systemic. I think policies in religiously affiliated hospitals that deny care, insurance exclusions, and general lack of LGBTQ plus or minus component providers. Plus or minus. Have Noah brush it out. Your hair. Period. Um, Policies in religiously affiliated hospitals that deny care, insurance exclusions, and general lack of LGBTQ plus component providers. I feel like that goes back to refusal of care because of religious objections, where you should just get another doctor. Okay. Avoidance of care, fear of discrimination causes many LGBTQ plus individuals to delay or avoid necessary medical and mental health services. Excuse me. Leading to worse health outcomes. Okay. 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 Stop that if you do that. You should not be avoiding care because care is here, and it is here. But actually, like, don't avoid healthcare, even if you think that you are going to be discriminated because you are gay or because you are lesbian or because you are trans. Do not be afraid to go to the doctors or the therapists. Okay, I had to, like, do not be afraid to speak out for yourself. If you are in need of help, get help. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Oh, I have my wallet in my pocket. Hold on. I got you. I have numbers. I've got suicide prevention lifeline, crisis text line, teen line, the Trevor Project. What's the Trevor Project? We'll figure that out later. And then National Domestic Violence Hotline. Those are the numbers. Y'all can screenshot that. Wow. Or even call 911. Okay, but if you are hurt or in trouble, do not be afraid for call for help. Okay? Next one. Erosion of trust. Negative experiences damage trust in healthcare system. Oh, that one sucks. I don't know how to explain this one. So, you have been negatively given help before and you feel like you can't be given help now. This one sucks because there's no actual way to fix it except for just trying again. Getting a doctor that can actually help you instead of discriminate you. That's all I can really say for that one because I don't know how to help with that one. Increased mental health issues, stigma, and mistreatment contribute to higher rates of anxiety, depression, and shame. I feel like your depression, I feel like talking with someone that you trust, it's not going to help at all, but it might be able to get stuff off your chest, you know? Then talk to Noah, Queen. Yes. I I'm not the best about talking about depression and anxiety and shame because I don't show a bunch of it. I won't say I don't have it because I have high anxiety. But it was better for me talking with somebody that I trusted about my anxiety, so I felt more free with it, you know? Okay. We've got 3 more things and then I have to go. Lack of provider training, stigma and bias, and intersectionality. Yeah. Lack of provider training, insufficient education on LGBTQ plus health needs. So that is like your if you are becoming a mental health provider and your mentor was like, "Oh, and you cannot treat gay people. It is wrong. I've read the Bible before. Nobody was gay in it." I haven't read the Bible, so I don't know if there's nobody gay in it or not. So do not attack me. But it is against God's doing. If your mentor does that and you are becoming a mental health person that helps with that, don't listen to them. Treat people how you know that they should be treated. I know that's like something that comes from a all the way since what? Okay. It's all that treat people how you want to be treated. It's all the way since elementary school. I'm not gonna think about that comment because it scares me. Um, Stigma and bias. Prejudice held it. Woo. Prejudices held by healthcare workers. Again, this is just get a new healthcare worker or go to a different hospital that would treat you. And intersectionality, then be treated by that claim. Hell yeah. Intersectionality is discrimination worsens for those who are also people of color, disabled, or low income. Oh my god. I swear. Okay. We'll talk about income in another video because I have to go soon. But discriminating people of color, disabled, low income. Ooh. If you do that, you should go away. Not die. Don't die. But we have shown time and again colored people are, yes, period. Colored people do not need to be treated differently because they are smart. They are good people. They know stuff like white people or Asian people, or I know so many others, Spanish people, or any other ethnicity. They are people in general. Yeah. All of the races are people. Period. So to be treated like you're not a person and discriminated like that is not good. I can't say this enough. But okay. And then disabled. I have been with disabled people before. I help out at a disabled people shelter. I'm not allowed to say the name because people might find out where I live. But I work with those people and I know it's don't use them. It's stressful working with them because they don't understand you as well as you understand yourself, and you don't understand them as well as they understand themselves. And they're don't say they're the same people, just okay. I really hope live comments are on for the next. Okay, wait, hold on. I think I can change it. Live reactions, yes. Yeah, okay. It's live reactions, I think. And live comments. So, what was I saying? Disabled people are also people, and they should be treated as such because they just have different brains than people who don't have disabilities. And definitely do not drink more mouth sprays, please. So I think that is the end of this video. I'm making another on next Friday if I have time, because I've been doing Awareness Fridays. I think I skipped last week's, so sorry about that. And I'm going to end it now, but thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Bye bye, guys.